Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. We are, I'm going to say, 2 episodes away from being crowned champions of Bulgaria. In between episodes, we've done nothing. Last episode, we played the Europa League quarterfinals against Milan, losing both matches. I believe, maybe it hasn't happened actually, but Levski's other quarter-final match against Valencia, they were 1-0 up. I don't know whether they've actually played it yet. They might be playing it today. They are playing it today. They are kicking off the same time that we are kicking off against CSKA Sofia. Without further ado then, let's jump in to the first match of the episode. There will be 3 matches in this episode. CSKA Sofia, the first up in the league. Then we'll have the 2 Levski matches in the Bulgarian Cup semi-final. And hopefully we can get to the final for the second year in a row and win the Bulgarian Cup for the second year in a row. The starting lineup we will be going for then. In goal will be Alan Sherry. Angel Milkov is back from his injury slightly. He is on the bench. I'm not going to risk him for this match. He might return for the Levski semi-final cup matches. I'm not quite sure. Bresel, Sangare, Zoran Lekic and Alexa Terzic will be the back 4. Lasana Dir and Adrian Mihalescu will be the central midfielders, with Nedelev, Shopov and Nico as the attacking midfielders and Martin Zeman as the striker. Oh, no, we don't have Nico. I always kind of want to play Nico and then change my mind. I've gone with Edwin Gayassi. Against his former club, Gayassi probably should play. He is ridiculously consistent. I say he's consistent. He's not, is he? Let's be honest. If we look at it though, when he plays well, he plays really well. He normally scores, he gets assists, things like that. When he plays badly, he plays pretty badly. So maybe, what am I doing? We're playing Gayassi. I'm sticking with it. Every single time we play against CSKA, Ivan Tilev is just a big pain. So, what we're going to try and do, 2.9, that's not bad. £2.9 million. For someone who will probably walk into my starting 11, he would walk into... We're going to do it. I'm going to negotiate him down. Hold on, what have I done here? So they want 2.9. I'll give you 2. 2.2. What do you say? 2.4? Me in the middle, 2.3. Bam. That's how you negotiate. Unlike against AC Milan, Ivan Kochev has done a decent team talk. We will see how well he does at half-time. Now this, in theory, could be a title decider? Or could it? Maybe not. If we beat CSKA Sofia, they're basically going to be out of the title race. Ludogorets are then realistically going to be the only team that could catch us up. Well, half an hour played, and so far, nothing has happened. Lasana Dia has picked up a knock. Gonna give him until half-time. It does say he should be able to play through. Well, that was bloody boring. 0-0 at half-time. You're getting an angry team talk because you're not doing anything. I'm going to be bringing off Lasana Dia because I don't want to risk him. Marco Bulat is going to be coming on as that defence midfielder. Do we swap you 2 over? We probably don't, because I think Mihalescu's a better Mazzala. That is the only change so far. I want to bring off Zeman, but my subs options for a striker is Vidalov, and Vidalov, as we all know, can't score a goal. I've tried to get him playing for the under-19s. He's 20 years old, so he's too old to play for the under-19s. First highlight of the match on 58 minutes. Corner comes in, headed clear, but Mihalescu, the Romanian, is going to get the ball back to Todor Nedelev on the left-hand side. Runs into the area, crossed in. Mihalescu gets the clearance though. Bulat back to Sangare. Forward to Gayassi on the right-hand side. He's going to cut inside. Goes for goal into the bottom corner. And Edwin Gayassi is having one of his good games against his former team. He has put us 1-0 up and has put one hand onto the Bulgarian Cup trophy. Bulgarian Cup? The Bulgarian League. I'm getting so confused with all these competitions we're in. That goal puts us 13 points clear of Ludogorets. 13 points with, I think it's 6 games left to play. That's a lot of points. Once again, it's been a pretty dull second half. Vidalov is coming on for Zeman. Hopefully he can do something. Shopov is going to get swapped for Bo Moller. That is all of the substitutions. Rodriguez with a free kick for CSKA. It is just wide of the post. Almost in the final 5 minutes, and we do have a highlight. And it is with CSKA headed clear. Kotev on the volley. His effort is wide. Another throw-in. Rodriguez with the ball for CSKA. Crosses in. It's a good save. And Sherry does manage to get the rebound as well. And somehow wins a goal kick from that. Sherry takes the goal kick to Sangare, back to the Albanian Sherry. Now Bressel with loads and loads of space for the Slovenian to run into. He's just going to keep going, isn't he? Vidalov wants it. No, he doesn't. Gayassi wants to score an absolute screamer against his former club. His second of the game. We are 2-0 up. His 12th goal of the season. That's a lot of goals, considering he's not played a huge amount of football for us. That goal really all came from Bressel's run straight through the middle. What a finish that was from Gayassi. 30 seconds left to play of injury time. It could be a proper highlight. That looked like he was probably offside. Gayassi heads us down, but the ball takes a deflection and is cleared. Botev now with the ball. That is Lashazar Botev, isn't it? The former Botev Plovdiv player. Velkov to Botev once again. Now Pinto in the middle. We've got a few seconds left to play. It is going to end 2-0 in Sofia, and Botev Plovdiv have once again upset all the odds, and we're going to win the league. We're actually going to win the league. We're not going to be second place for the first time in 4 years. We're going to win the bloody league. Go on, Kochev. Do the business. He's done a good team talk as well. Everything's coming up Millhouse. So that result then puts us on to 71 points. Ludogorets on 58 points. We are both on 30 games. CSKA Sofia have played one more game. Ludogorets need 13 points from their final however many games of the season just to catch us up. So, and they're playing us, that we're going to win it. We're going to win it at home against second place Ludogorets, aren't we? That is when it's going to happen. Elsewhere in the Europa League, Levski have made it to the Europa League semi-final. I don't really know how they've managed to do it. It was 2-1 on aggregate in the end after a 1-1 draw in Spain. I'm now interested. I'm invested in the Europa League. I don't think anyone's ever been invested in the Europa League unless your team's in it. So the semi-final draw will take place on the 14th in a couple of days' time. I will be back to show you who Levski will be playing in the semi-final, and we're going to keep a keen eye on this because Levski doing well in the Europa League might mean that we get, at the end of this season, 3 teams into the Champions League. Because I know that it's unlikely, but if they win the Europa League, the team who finished top of our league will go into the Champions League, which will hopefully be us. The team who finished second will go into the Champions League, which will probably be Ludogorets. And then, obviously, the Europa League winners will also go into the Champions League, which could well be Levski. I think that's how it works. We're not quite at our first Levski match in the Bulgarian Cup. However, I've seen that they've drawn Monaco because our match against Levski has been rearranged. So, it means if we have a quick look at Levski, their fixture schedule for the last few months of the season is ridiculous. So they are playing us for a couple of matches, then they've got CSKA Sofia, then Monaco, then Lokomotiv Plovdiv, then a couple of days later, back to play Monaco, then us in a little double header. That's going to be, hopefully by that point, the season's finished. We've won the league, no one can catch us, but they've got to play us a couple of times as well. So Levski, quite a lot is going on for them at the moment. Welcome back to the Hristo Botev for the first leg of the Bulgarian Cup semi-final up against Levski. I'm going to show you brief highlights of this one. The starting 11 that we're going to go with: Milkov returns from his injury, Terzic, Lekic, Sangare and Atanasov will be the back four, Dia and Bulat in the middle, Mladenov, Guigon and Dmitry Payet. Yes, he's still here. I thought, you know what, let's give him a game. Vidalov is going to be the striker. Can you tell that I'm not really interested in the cup at the moment? We've made it all the way through to half-time. It's been a relatively quiet first half. There's been 3 highlights, 2 for Levski, 1 for us, 1 shot on target out of 10. It's not really a good game for the strikers, but we are playing Vidalov, so that's kind of come to be expected. We are on the 70th minute, and we have a penalty for Levski. Sangare gives it away. Mariani steps up to take it, sends Milkov the wrong way. It is 1-0 to Levski. And the penalty from David Mariani is the decider for the game. It is a 1-0 defeat. Both teams basically didn't want to score a goal. Both teams were pretty bad going forward. I don't think we really deserved to lose, but then again, we also didn't deserve to win. That result then does mean that we have to go into our next match against Levski away from home, needing to score at least 1 goal to take it to extra time if we want to retain our Bulgarian Cup. Like I said, I'm not too fussed if we don't do that. I mean, this is the problem. Vidalov hasn't scored since 1925, and Martin Zeman also hasn't scored for 8 hours either. I think, in the next match, we are going to give a debut to the Korean striker that I spent far too much money on. We are back then for the second leg up against Levski. In the other semi-final, Ludogorets lost 1-0 to Slavia Sofia in the first leg, so they also are looking to score at least one goal in their match as well. The starting lineup then for the second leg will be Alan Sherry in goal, Bresel, Sangare, Lekic and Terzic at the back. It is going to be Marco Bulat and Adrian Michalescu as the central midfielders, with Todor Nedlev, Stanislav Shobov and Edwin Gayassi as the attacking midfielders, and Ko Min Chul is going to be making his debut, and I'm hoping he knows how to score goals. Levski then playing a 4-4-1-1. It is going to be Martin Minchev leading the line. Martin Petkov, the striker, still at the club. Martin Petkov, the winger, has left and signed for Cruz Azul in Mexico of all places. Also, they appear to have Luke Ayling on loan from Leeds. Have they got many players on loan from Leeds, or is it just Luke Ayling? It's just Luke Ayling, that's weird. They are affiliated with Leeds. Still odd that Luke Ayling has decided to go there, considering he's an actual, he's 31. I'm putting a lot of faith in our Korean striker right now, Ko Min Chul, making his debut in a Bulgarian Cup semi-final. He can barely speak a word of Bulgarian, but hopefully the South Korean can prove that he's worth £2.5 million. As I've been chatting away, not a lot's happening. We do have a highlight. Ivanov with the ball for Levski. Tame back to Ivanov. He's going to go back to Mariani. Tame with a bit of space goes for goal and blasts it into the back of the net past Alan Sherry. We are 1-0 down on the night, 2-0 on aggregate. So, come on, Chul. You need to score 4 goals. 4 goals, then we can win 4-1 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate, and then everybody's happy. We're going out, aren't we? We are definitely going out here. We're just not doing anything. Nedlev with a free kick with 5 minutes to play. Sangare's effort is just over the bar, and it's not saved. It is going for a goal kick, and it's looking like it's going to be 1-0 to Levski at half-time. We've had 2 shots all game. 2 shots. 1 for them, it went in. 1 for us, it went over. Is there anything more than angry? Is there anything, do we be assertive? Unlucky? No, I'm not pleased. Give them something to cheer. Much better performance. People look fired up. Maybe that'll work. No changes for the moment. Martin Zeman is going to be warming up, although you can't tell him to do that, but he's going to be warming up because Ko Min Chul is on a 6.4, Gayassi 6.4, Nedlev 6.4. Basically what I'm trying to say is everyone's playing really badly. We're having shots though. Guerrero with the goal kick for Levski. Terzic has loads of time to control the ball. He's going to play it forward to Edwin Gayassi, the former CSKA midfielder. Ball upfield from Levski. Ivanov gets it. He's got no real options. Loses out to Terzic, who plays a long ball upfield but cannot find the striker. Ivanov to Stek. Stek's got the right-sided player. Luke Ayling with some space. Crosses in. Minchev is there. Can't get it. It's taken a number of deflections. Stek is into the area. It's a penalty. What? Bulat has just given away a penalty. It says it was a dubious decision. Come on, Alan Sherry. Save a penalty for Mariani. Steps up to take it into the bottom corner. We are going to go out of the Bulgarian Cup in the semi-final, and we're not even trying. I'm going to go attacking. I'm going to shout at them. I don't think that went attacking, did it? Go attacking. There's a corner come in. Jablonski's header is easily saved from Alan Sherry. That was the whole highlight. Mariani's corner for Levski towards the middle. It's Georgiev's effort that is wide of the post. We've still yet to have a shot on target, I'd like to point out. We've got a throw-in. Bresel to Shopov, back to Bresel. Forward, across really, to Sangare. Now Bulat, the idiot who gave away the penalty. Nedlev, long ball towards Ko Min Chul. Nedlev is playing it to the right wing for our striker. If the striker got that, what was going to possibly happen? He was going to cross it into nobody, because there was nobody in the middle. Paulinho with the ball for Levski gets tackled by Bresel, but his clearance just goes nowhere. Shopov gets tackled, but Michalescu, who is somehow on the pitch, not even seen his name. Gayassi runs forward, back to Terzic. Alexa Terzic across to Bulat. Back to Terzic. We are maybe trying to make some ground here. Gayassi to Terzic again. We need to score 3. Cross in. Nedlev's there at the back post. That is 1 of the 3. We've still got 22 minutes to play, or 23 minutes to play, so there is still time. Not for Ko Min Chul, however. Martin Zeman is going to be coming on, our top goal scorer. You wouldn't believe it, because he hasn't scored for about 3 episodes now. Bresel is getting subbed to 6.3. What happened there? Ayling's throw for Levski. Back to Ayling once again. Georgiev now for Levski. Runs past the halfway line. straight through the middle for Minchev, saved from Sherry. Sangare clears it. Ayling decides to not keep that in play. Ayling's throw to Steck. So this is basically following up from the last highlight. Serkan with the ball now to Rainov. Rainov across, Nedlev intercepts it now, Nedlev runs forward, plays it to Martin Zeman. Zeman into the area, has to score, he doesn't score because he can't score. It is going to be a corner. Todor Nedlev steps up to take it, it's towards the 6-yard box, it's a penalty. Oh my days, it could happen, you know, it could happen. Todor Nedlev is stepping up to take it. Where is he going to go? Straight down the middle usually. It's not down the middle, it's to the right hand side. It is 2-2 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. Stop celebrating, we're still losing. So changing to attacking seemed to have made a difference. We've got 10 minutes left to play. Let's do a show some passion or something. No, let's not. Nedlev's corner comes in. It's headed clear. And now Paulinho can run free for Levski. He's got 2 players behind him. Holds up play. Plays it through to Martin Minchev, who's 1-on-1 with the keeper. And Martin Minchev has made it 3-2 on the night to Levski. 4-2 on aggregate. We are still not out of this. We're still not out of this. Although I think we probably are. We're definitely out of it now. We've got 4 minutes of injury time to play. And basically, just a poor first half has meant that we've lost this. I say poor first half. We actually conceded more in the second half. Terzic with the ball. Plays it to Mihalescu. Takes his time. Shopov. Number of touches. Goes for goal. It is blocked. And now Levski can just run down the clock. The full-time whistle goes. And Levski are into the Bulgarian Cup final. And for the last however many games, 5 games, we have been pretty dire across most of them. So the final is going to be Levski versus Slavia Sofia. So that is a Sofia derby if I'm not mistaken. But if we have a look at our last set of fixtures, this is worrying. The lack of goals. Nedlev scoring 2, but one of them from the penalty spot. Beating CSKA in the league is obviously a good thing. But we've lost 4 of our last 5 games. Yes, 2 of them were against Milan. 2 of them were against Levski. But still losing 4 of our last 5 games. We've just stopped playing football. Also, if you actually look, Martin Zeman hasn't scored a league goal since the 15th of February. That is 2 months. I mean, he scored against Borussia Mönchengladbach, but the 15th of February was his last league goal. That's bad. That's worryingly bad. That is going to do it then for this episode. We've won 1 match and we've lost 2 matches, so it's not been the best episode, has it? We are out of the Europa League. We are now out of the Bulgarian Cup. We are still in the driving seat in the Bulgarian First League. And next episode, we may be champions. We might be crowned champions. We have Lokomotiv Gorna, Ludogorets and Levski once again. I'm hoping by the time you play Ludogorets here, this is the match that is going to decide whether we become champions. If we lose, we still then have to play Levski once again, and we could win that one anyway. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will be back next time.